So guys,
What's
Up.
up, dude? How are you doing?
You see Ethereum?
I did see it, man. Is it at three already? Is it at three
you
already? Bro, it's
know how
at
much
its
I
all
paid?
time high.
You know how much I paid for mine?
How much?
$277 average.
Golly, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I just joined, like started doing this, the whole Doja thing, bro, is when I started doing it.
Okay, but
And
buy like
Doja's
real ones. Doge is a joke, and they print like 5 billion a year.
right. No, you're right. And I was watching some of your
Better
stuff.
than the dollar. What if it does better than the dollar, or Doge is more of a real currency than the dollar?
That'll be crazy. I mean, Doja's at hit its all time high at 45.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? And right now, it just got to 39 today. It was at 39.10.
You can buy $100 of Doge and get $25 of free Bitcoin on Voyager, no fees. You don't have to pay. Do
That's
you
where I'm
use
at. I'm
Coinbase?
on Voyager right now.
Okay, you are cool. And so, have you been getting interest on your other stuff?
I haven't been paying attention honestly.
Okay, the easiest
How
one
do
is
you?
just put $100 into USD coin. It's the US dollar. They'll give you 9%. Easiest one. $100.
And it just stays. It just stays there, right? It just
Yeah,
sits.
it's dollars. You get 9%. But like, remember, they always say buy the dip when you want to buy Bitcoin at a cheap price, or even Doge. You'll have
Right.
US dollars in the account. You'll have some USD saved right there that you can convert into other
I
crypto.
know. I know. You were saying, weren't you saying like to put like if you're gonna get something, put like if you put 500, put like 500 in Ethereum, 500 in Bitcoin, put like the even
Yeah,
amount.
yeah, so the way I really think like is like, okay, look, let's just say you want to invest 3 grand, right? I
Right.
think if you're gonna invest the 3 grand, you should probably do 1 grand into Bitcoin, 1 grand
Mhm.
into Ethereum, right? And then you got a grand to do whatever you want with. You can go with like Cardano or some of the other stuff, or you can do
Right.
Doge. But if you want to make money long term and not take a lot of risk, there's not a lot of risk in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you
Right.
don't have to day trade it. You don't have to look at it. And if you got the Voyager, they pay you interest.
Yeah, I
You make
remember you
money
were talking
when
about the interest. How do you pay attention to the interest on that?
you have to hit the minimum. So hold on, let me pull it up. I'm glad you're asking all these questions, by the way. These are really good questions, man.
Thank you, thank you.
I wish we did this on Skype. I'm gonna see if I can download this actually. What I'll do is, yeah, because I want to put this on my YouTube as well. Hold on, I'll bring it up. Give me a
Okay.
second.
What's up, Jessica Palmer? What's up? Hey Mary, I'm sorry guys, I'm just seeing what's going on with him. Me and him just started following each other yesterday, so we were trying to see what's going on here.
These are some of my Ethereum, bro. And this literally
That's
cost me less than 10 grand. I spent less than $10,000. This is
that's
my block.
crazy, bro. And straight getting
Uh,
it from interest too, right?
all right, here we go. So Voyager, you got your 9%, and you need a minimum of a grand, $100. And then what was the other one you said? Ethereum or Bitcoin?
Ethereum and Bitcoin.
So Bitcoin is 0.01, which is like around 500, $600. Half an
Right.
Ethereum right now is $1,500. So you got to have some cash if you want to get paid. But what you can do
Yeah.
is just save in the US dollar, and the US dollar will give you 9%. And then whenever you can afford whatever you want to buy, then
Right.
you the amount to get the interest, right?
Right.
Litecoin's cheaper. I think Litecoin will be like $500, but I don't know. You just check it out. You can take a screenshot. They have it on the app.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen. Hold on, let me see. So basically, if you put 100 in USD and you just let it sit there, how long does it take for the interest to come in on that?
Every 30 days, you need to have an average of 100. So if it goes below 50, then you need to put in like 150. You just want to make sure the average is always 100, and they pay you whatever the average is every 30 days.
Oh, okay. And so do you like for you? Do you leave it in? Do you just let it sit, or do you take it out after 30 days?
I let it sit because I'm trying to not day trade. So that's why I
Right.
really just buy the because like I don't day trade Chainlink. I really do feel like Chainlink is a real project. They'll make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Litecoin has probably been like the worst, but it's just easy to transfer money in other accounts because of Litecoin. So I have a little bit of Litecoin, but I'm not buying any more. I did invest in Polkadot, and then I also like Cardano, and these are all like top 10, top 15. So there's
So
not a lot of risk.
so Polkadot, bro. Let's see. Polkadot. What did it go to, like 44?
I don't
And then
know,
it
but I
came
know
down
I
to
get 8%. I don't care about the price because I just want to hold it for a couple of years. I just know I get 8%, and if I hold it, it's eventually going to
yeah.
hit $100.
So you're riding the
Eventually.
interest. You're riding the interest wave all the way through, huh?
Yeah, and this is funny, but like I have no class to sell because my strategy is really easy. You know, some people have to sell classes and stuff to make money.
Yeah.
Like I don't sell any classes. I have a really easy straight trading strategy because like I'm
Yeah.
I'm a real estate investor, and
Right.
like the way it goes with real estate is like the less work you do and the more money you can make by not doing any work, the better setup it is, right?
I
And
read.
I just
I
think
literally read. I'm sorry. I literally read in your bio. That's what I read, that you were saying that you didn't charge on the classes.
yeah, no, I don't do any of that because, like, look, man, I'm trying to develop the most easy strategy possible.
Right.
And if you study it, go back in like any time period, you basically want to buy the dips and hold. And like, yeah, occasionally some companies will go bad and some of these coins will go to, whatever. But there's a
Right.
lot less risk when you're with the big boys, right? So like when you're with
Right.
Bitcoin or Amazon or Apple, you're not taking a lot of risk. You can take loans out because they're stable and those loans help you avoid taxes. Day trading, there's a lot of taxes. So there's
Yeah.
just like a lot of strategies and it takes like a while to figure it out. But I think anyone in like 1 or 2 years can kind of figure it out and you don't need to buy any, like, you can get it all for
See,
free.
VeChain. I'm with VeChain too. I got VeChain, Cardano, HBAR, and then I got Doge, as just because it's been going up.
Cool.
So I'm just gonna
Cool.
ride the wave
What
on
about
that, and then
stocks? Do you got any stocks or you're just all crypto?
just all crypto. I
Okay.
want to get okay.
Crypto
I would need your
trains you for
advice
stocks.
though on the stocks.
Okay. Crypto actually trains you. Like if you've never invested in stocks, but you do crypto, you actually have training. The only other thing I can tell you that will train you is if you have you done fantasy sports like fantasy football or like
I haven't, dude. I haven't, like a
okay.
simulator type thing.
Yeah. But anyways, the fact you're doing crypto makes stocks a little bit easier. But once again, it's like your choice. You can go with smaller, riskier stocks, make more money, or you can go with the big boys, Amazon, Tesla. Here, I got a little. These are like basically my top holdings. You can take out Snapchat and put Google. Like I should have more Google. But like Amazon's easy money. You just have to hold it long term. Facebook is the same. I mean, it might change in a couple of years, but for now, like these companies have monopolies. They're going to make a ton of money. Tesla, Apple. So you can
Yeah,
go
I
with
could see
smaller.
Tesla doing really good.
Yeah, yeah, Tesla's done really, really well. But if you're going to take a lot of risk in crypto, then when you do the stocks, maybe you take a little less risk. And once again, it's a lot easier if you only have to focus on 8 to 10 stocks. And
Right.
maybe you can throw in an ETF. Do you know what an ETF is?
No, what is it?
ETF is like a mutual fund, but you pay like half the fees or like way less the fees because it's like a robot and it basically just like takes like an index and like if a company joins the index like Tesla, it automatically like buys and sells, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah,
basically
yeah.
like if you buy the ETF, you get like 500 stocks instead and it's all like small percentages of it and they charge
Okay.
like a really management fee. So
Do you have any of your stuff on like a time buy, like when the dip comes that it sells it or buys anything?
no, the only thing I try to do is I try to have a lot of margin debt paid off when I think a
Yeah.
crash is coming. Because remember, if I have like, let's just say I'm going to give you a hypothetical. I have about 200 grand in my Robinhood. Robinhood lends me
Right.
about 1,000 grand, right? And
Right.
I'm going to use some of it right now because I think I have like 300 grand of leverage that I'm using. But if there's a crash, I'm going to max out my leverage just because um, I feel like during these crashes, the government always comes in, bails us out. And
Right.
if you're able to borrow under like 3% interest, That's how like a lot of people have gotten wealthy. And there's a guy on YouTube you can follow. His name's Meet Kevin. He basically does this stuff, but he's got like 10, $20 million.
Kevin, what's his YouTube thing? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Meet and then Kevin. And he actually does live streams, so you can
Say that
watch
again.
him.
I'm sorry.
He does live streams, so he'll go live and he'll buy like, $20,000 of a stock, 100 grand of a stock. It's pretty funny.
What's I'm sorry, say the beginning of the name before Kevin.
Meet Kevin. Someone type it in my chat, but he's not going to get it. But it's Meet Meet
Oh,
and then Kevin.
Okay. Meet Kevin. Yeah.
Talks about tax stuff too. He talks about tax stuff. He also will try to sell you an online class that's like $500 or $1,000.
Yeah.
But he gives them free information where I feel like I've never bought any of his classes. There you go, Meet Kevin.
So you're able to soak up some of that stuff that he's teaching on there.
Yeah, it's a lot of legit stuff. He pumps a lot of good stocks, but I feel like the best way to learn is like go try to find 20 gurus, and I'm gonna guess that like half of them are full of crap and they're gonna suck, and then 5 of them, right? That's 10. Another 5 will give you like some good advice and some bad advice, and then maybe 5, right? So 25% of your gurus might actually give you legit, and like as you get older and you get more experience, just try to get more of the good 25%.
Yeah. Try to pick out of everything they say too, right? I mean,
yeah. I feel like the more gurus you listen to, like have the curiosity, even if you think they're stupid, hear them out, hear their argument. And I feel like as you get older and older, you're going to get better at it. But I feel like a lot of people that are new, it's like the fact you just started and you're like now starting to follow this on TikTok, on YouTube, like literally just give yourself 4 years. I feel like everyone here, if you're a beginner, be realistic and give yourself 4 years and you can be like a very knowledgeable investor.
Right. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree. That's what I've been doing. I've been you have to kind of move quick with the crypto, but at the same time, I've been like taking my time to kind of pay attention to a little bit of what everybody's saying and not fully take everything they say, because I mean, there's some people on here that they just talk and they don't know what they're talking about. And it's quite
normally
obvious.
trying to sell you something, right? And I don't get it, because even like Meet Kevin, I mean, you're worth $20-30 million. Why sell the class? I don't get it, but people try to sell you stuff, and I just feel like you can take that money, you can invest. Oh, and here's another thing: if you lose money investing, it's a tax write-off. If you go to a casino, it's not a tax write-off. If you get in credit card debt, it's not a tax write-off. You get student loans, it's not a tax write-off.
Yeah.
But you go and invest money, and like if you can pull a Trump and get into real estate, you can go like 10 years and you can be a billionaire and not pay taxes for 10 years. And there's all these things you can learn. It's on the internet. It's free.
And that's going through real estate. That's getting your real estate
license.
Yeah,
that's why real estate for now, but they could change the taxes. For now, if you're going to go over $10 million, real estate just has stuff that crypto and stocks can't do. But for me, I'm trying to be a 33% crypto, 33% stocks, 33% real estate.
Right.
And then maybe if they change laws, you move around. But I think you should understand all three.
Did it? Your name is Cena, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Cena. So you just got a loan from China, huh?
Yeah, but because I have real estate assets. This is more of a joke. It's the TikTok algorithm. Like the only reason I have most of my followers is I pump this Chinese bank. But dude, this Chinese bank gave me a really good deal. Everyone should know about it. But yeah, I had basically 3 houses. They gave me $1 million loan. The interest rate's super low. And what was cool is because it was a commercial loan, I didn't have to co-sign the loan. And I also took about 200 grand and bought stocks and crypto with it. And, it's been really good because like my interest rate is 3.7 and like all my stocks and crypto have gone up way more. And so I guess like the method you really, if you want to go like get really, really wealthy, is you just have to learn how to buy good assets, get loans, and then use those loans to buy even more like good assets.
And that's what I was going to ask you too. Like the loans, you use those as leverage. I mean, to go ahead and invest, right? Like, why not? If when you hit, you pay that back, and you can slowly.
But I don't take risks. Like I use loans to buy real estate. I use loans to maybe buy like Tesla, Facebook. I mean, I use some loans to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I'm not buying Dogecoin on loans. I'm not buying like risky investments. And that's why like a lot of people are like, oh, I want to do the risky investment because I want to make money fast. But like, look, dude, if you learn how to get the loan and you buy the safer investment, I think you can make more money long term. But you got to learn that, right? Not a lot of people like it's not a comfortable thing to borrow money on your stock. Not everyone knows how to
Right.
do it, and it's a process you have to learn. And I tell everyone to start with like $100. You only need $2,000 in stock, and you can borrow less than $100, right? But if you
Right.
learn that and you actually start paying some taxes and you understand how everything works, that's the best way to get rich. I don't think like options, like all these other like ways to do leverage, I don't think it's as good as being able to borrow, especially like Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, and M1 Finance let you borrow under 2% interest. And Interactive Brokers, if you have more than like $1 million, they let you borrow under 1%. I don't have $1 million of stock yet, but that's the goal. I'm trying to get to the $1 million so I can borrow at 1%.
Right. I definitely understand. Like, you don't want to take it's a gamble to pull out a loan and go with something like Doge, and you're not trying to do a gamble. Like, I
And my
completely feel
stocks
that.
are usually 10 to 20%. The only thing where I'll do like a 97% loan is real estate. Real estate, you can do though, you know, you put 20% down, you buy 80%, you try to rent it, right? With
Right.
stocks, I really feel like in the beginning it's 10 to 20%. So if you have, let's just say 10 grand, you're only taking out 1,000 to 2,000, but eventually you're gonna figure it out. And have you ever watched any anime
I
or
don't
no?
watch
Dragon
anime,
Ball
bro.
Z? You don't know Dragon Ball Z? No,
No, I don't
dude.
watch anime.
What about movies? Any kung fu movies? What I'm trying to give you a good
I mean, like Bruce Lee movies and stuff like that.
yeah, it's like your leverage is like you want to use it when you're like in the danger mode, right? When the
Right.
stocks are crashing, that's the idea of really learning how to use the loans. And
Mm,
like you watch those anime movies, it's like it's a double-edged sword. Where if you use
mm.
it too much, sometimes you'll get burnt and it'll kill you. But at the same
Right.
time, if you know how to use it, it's like your nitro in like a street race, right? It's gonna
Right.
damage the
Right.
car. It may not be good, but if you understand how to use it at the right time, that's I feel like that's how a lot of investors become really, really successful. Um, but you do you. Everyone's gonna have their different investing styles, and you know
Right.
some will work, some don't work.
I'm new though, so it's like I like to hear what people have to say. Like, I'm always down to learn something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a sponge. I'm gonna try to soak up everything I can. So I
And
definitely
it's like
like to get the knowledge.
because of technology, it's so easy now. You know, you can go follow some of the best investors, and like some of them are on TikTok, some of them are on YouTube, some of them are on Instagram. But
Yeah.
just how like you can follow LeBron James and see how LeBron James works out at the gym. You can find some
Right.
really smart people. And you can learn from them.
Yeah, that's pretty bomb, dude. I appreciate you for shooting me some stuff, man. I'm like I said, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. So like, I'll definitely be getting with you to see what else you can help me with.
Okay, for sure. And then you're cool. I'm gonna upload this on my YouTube. So if you go on my YouTube channel, I'll probably upload this conversation because I'll end this live stream so I have the recording of just
Oh
us.
no, that's cool. That awesome. Hey, hold on. You have your YouTube in your bio?
Yeah, if you click on my link tree, I have a YouTube channel, and then I think that the best video I have so far is someone I know that went to UC Irvine. I went to UC Irvine
Uh,
for my undergrad. She basically invested like 10 grand of crypto and did really well. And then she asked me, okay, like how do I get to 100 grand? So she's like, she went from 10K and she's like trying to get to 100K. It's a recent
yeah,
post, and I go into detail a lot more for like an hour and a half of just like all my ideas and like things you can do on YouTube to learn.
yeah. That's pretty dope, dude.
I'm using
Hey,
your conversation too, right? Like the more of
yeah.
these
Hey,
I
that's
do,
awesome. I appreciate it. Hey,
yeah. And then you can see
if
if I'm bullish. You can see like in a couple years, you can come back and be like, oh, he was right. He
yeah,
was at
hey,
25%. My goal is not to be in the other 70. I want to be in the 25% where like this guy provided good stuff and I'm never gonna sell anything. It's like it's all free.
awesome. Hey, awesome, bro. Hey, send me if you can. I'll shoot you a message if you read your messages and send me like the recording of this, and I'll post it on my TikTok.
Oh, on your TikTok. Okay, so I think because we both merged together, if you leave this live, you can download it and you'll have it as well. If
That's
you
right.
go
You're
to
right.
your
At the
live, it
live.
records your live. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what? I can't find it for some reason. I've been trying to download the lives and it won't
It's
let
like
me. It lets me go
right.
to the live.
Yeah, you go to the live page. There's somewhere where it says like 90 days the lives are recorded, and you click on it, and it literally lets you download like all your lives for the last 90 days. but a lot of my lives are stupid. So I don't know.
Nah, dude. Hey, the thing is like you're talking to you're giving out knowledge though, so it's like a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff is
I'm
good
trying
stuff.
to. And then, right, like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert. I'm just a random
Right.
guy. I get high on my lives. I like to let everyone know. I get high on my lives and smoke joints. And people ask
Yeah.
me, what should I invest in? And I'm like, this is what the world's turned to. I get high. People on TikTok ask me for advice. And you know what? I shoot my stuff because, like, a lot of these, like, investing guys on CNBC, they're wrong all
Right.
the time. Like Jim Cramer or whatever.
Right.
So I'm going to give my opinion. And I feel like if you go to my YouTube channel in 2017, I was bullish Tesla and I was bullish Bitcoin. And
Mhm.
so anyone that followed me on YouTube in 2017 and 18, like they know that like anything I talk about, I actually put my own money into it and I believe in it. And like it could be right, it could be wrong, but YOLO
Right.
never sell, baby. YOLO never
YOLO
sell.
never sell. Hey, that's good though. You put your own money into it, and you got to show the bad. You got to show the bad with the good.
So someone asked me if my portfolio's on M1 Finance. It's not, but I like Meet Kevin. If you guys go to Meet Kevin, he's obviously much wealthier than me, and he has his portfolios on M1 Finance, and I actually agree a lot with Meet Kevin's portfolios. If you want to if you want to look at his portfolios. And by the way, I got a lot more confidence because he has a broker's license in real estate, and so do I. And I was always worried because I was just like, all right, can we do this? Are we gonna get in trouble? And so I've watched Meet Kevin, and I'm basically trying to be like him. So don't sue me, bro. He always says, "Don't sue me, bro." And he sells
Don't sue me,
merchandise
bro.
that people buy. He sells so much merch.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah.
Dude, that like once you have a good platform and you know what you're doing, there's like a lot of avenues that you can take on it, dude.
Yeah. But I don't want to do any of that, man. I would rather everyone, if you want to buy any of my stuff, just put it into Bitcoin because I'm investing in Bitcoin. I'm investing in
Right.
Tesla. I really feel like Tesla and Enphase Energy, and that's why I like Meet Kevin. I think these two companies are going to make the world better and fight climate change. So I'm kind
Mhm.
of on that bandwagon. It's like, hey, just invest with me. You know, like I'm not going to sell you
Yeah.
anything because I want you to make money if I make money. If Tesla goes up, you make money. If
Right.
Bitcoin goes up, you make money. And like, let's ride on this together. And like,
Let's
I'm a
get that
little bit,
money together.
yeah, I'm a little transparent with my finances because I just want to be like, yo, look, I'm putting my money into this. There's guys that have a lot more money than me. Meet Kevin, he's like
Right.
worth 20 mil. But I'm trying to basically agree with some of his stuff and then disagree that like you don't really need to spend money on classes. You can just invest and learn and get a tax write off if it doesn't work out for you.
So if it doesn't work out and it crashes, you could get a tax write off.
Yep. And then here's the thing: if you ever do like big investing, you should look into opening an LLC. There's a lot more tax advantages when you have an LLC that trades stocks, but that's like
Right.
in the future. But
Now,
in the
an
beginning,
LLC, can it be connected to your to a business
yeah. And then if you do TikTok, you buy equipment. Like there's a lot more things you can deduct. Once again, I'm not a CPA. I'm an MBA and a broker in real estate for California. But there's
Yeah.
a lot of advantages if you start doing larger and larger sums of money because once again, don't quote me, but it's like there's a limit of how much you can deduct every year when you're personally investing. And once you turn it into an
Right.
LLC, there's a lot more things you can do. And then depending on how you travel and how you run your business, because there's like a work from home thing now too. You can work from home.
Right.
So once again, talk to a CPA, go on YouTube. There's a lot of good tax stuff, but there
Mhm.
there is a way to become like a professional investor if people want to do that. You can be like a
Right.
pro investor and then maybe do some other stuff on the side. But
What you know what I was gonna say? I
why
did hear
start with
about that.
credit card? Credit card debt is the worst debt, guys. It's not tax deductible. You should learn how to borrow on your stocks. That's tax deductible.
Y'all go
Someone asked
follow
if you
my
can.
man right here if y'all trying to learn some information. Somebody said I've been looking into stocks and it helped me out. You're helping
Yeah,
out. This right here. Yeah. Y'all
yeah,
go
yeah.
follow
And
him if
I
y'all
feel
y'all watch his content.
Yeah. And then I feel like with YouTube, because you're trying to learn and if you're open about it, I feel like because you're a beginner, you're sometimes going to explain things better because you have the beginner's mindset. And
Right.
I even say in an investing, always try to be the beginner, man, because like sometimes things just don't make sense. Like Tesla did
Right.
not make sense, like Airbnb, Uber,
Yeah.
even Amazon. If you go back to the 90s, who would feel comfortable giving their credit card and like having stuff mailed to you, in the 90s, right? So none of this stuff
Absolutely.
is ever going to make sense. And like no one's a guru. But the main thing is just pay attention, learn, use technology to get better. And I don't
Right.
think you need to go to Stanford or Harvard. I don't think you need an MBA. I think if you have the curiosity and you're going to learn, there's another guy. Let me name drop. His name is Anthony Pompliano, Pomp or something like that.
Mhm.
He is like super, super educated, but like he just went to like a normal school. He was like a
Okay.
football player. And it
Okay.
just shows that like you don't have to really be smart. He just decided that, he wanted to like start learning or whatever. And it's like really, really cool because you see people that like, they're not like book smart, but once they
Right.
become interested, just like how you can learn about cars or like sports, it's really not as hard as what people like try to scare you away.
Right. 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 Hey, what do you feel about like speaking on ADA and
Cardano, yeah.
you're saying you're on Link Chain too, or what is it? Is it
Chainlink.
Link Chain? Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
Chainlink.
think that's those are those long term for you?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, those
everything's
are the
long
ones.
term for you.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like these ones, you're not taking a lot of risk. They can still go up a lot, and you can stake it. Whenever you're able to stake something and they're able to pay a high interest, it just shows that there's value in it, and it's
Right.
more likely that you'll get a loan. Because right now, I think BlockFi only does loans on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and so for me, that's why I have a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum because like in the future, I need to cash out, but I don't want to like pay taxes and I don't want to have to deal with like, because like I feel like a lot of these coins will go, like I feel like Bitcoin will go to $1 million. Like I feel like
Yeah.
if you hold it, yeah. And
Yeah.
so instead of like having to like time when to buy and sell it, I'm gonna get a tax deduction and I can borrow, but it's only like the good stuff, and like and that's
Right.
like how you kind of can figure out like you're basically playing with the banks, right? Because the banks
Right.
are
Right.
always the ones that are lending to you, and they're the ones that are gonna be like, okay, this one I'll give you a good loan, this one I'll give you a bad loan. So just in a way, it helps you with investing because like if they're willing to give you money, if they're willing to give loans on it, it's more of a
Right.
serious like asset. HODL Bitcoin.
Yeah, if y'all go follow him, if y'all want to watch, he has good content. He does duo lives with other people that can give y'all good information as well. So y'all just go
Yeah,
follow him.
most people don't do this too. Most lives are really stupid, and so it's
Yeah.
really cool. And I am meeting a lot of people that are like trying to learn. And what's cool is
Right.
like you can pass this information, and I still feel like if you're a beginner and you do learn, you'll actually be a better teacher. I just feel like
Right. Right.
there's, you know what I mean? So,
That's
but
awesome, dude. What? So like, do you think? What do you think about? So I'm with VeChain and VeChain. I was telling you. Let's see. VeChain. I think it was at like. Hold on.
really quick, if you take a loan on Robinhood, yeah, you can pull cash out and you can invest in whatever you want. So you can put it in Voyager, you can put it in Robinhood. It doesn't
How you
matter. A
feel
lot of
about
these.
Robinhood?
Well, I have like 200 grand in Robinhood, so I think it's a great platform if you don't day trade. They sell
Yeah.
your order flow, but I don't really day trade. I just accumulate. But I'm gonna be honest, I wish I had more money in Interactive Brokers just because overall everything you want on Robinhood, you can pretty much do on Interactive Brokers. And for the crypto part, you can just use BlockFi and Voyager. Um, so to be honest, you don't technically need Robinhood, but I want beginners to like learn and do it. And I just feel like Robinhood's a little bit easier to learn.
Right.
And then I don't know if you've seen like sometimes your brokers will go down, like they'll have overages. Like every stockbroker will go out. Like Merrill Lynch has gone down on
Uh,
me. And so what I've learned is having multiple accounts. First off, it's like safer because like you don't have to worry about people hacking you. But then the second thing is it's a lot easier to understand, okay, this platform is really good and this platform sucks. And they always have like different deals. So in
right.
a way, the more brokers you use, I hate to say this, man, and if my girlfriend's watching it, she'll get pissed, but I'll just go ahead and say it. It's kind of like dating app. Honest to
Right.
God, every dating app has like its like benefits and like whatever. But believe it or not,
Yeah.
if you use all the dating apps, you're gonna be way better at dating, and then you'll also realize what apps like work for you and what apps don't. I hate
Yeah.
to say all of that, but I can't think of anything else.
Good analogy, man. Good analogy.
Because also they rip you off sometimes. You know how like they charge prices and stuff? It's the same thing with brokers. Like sometimes this broker gives you a better deal. And if you get really comfortable with only using one broker, then you get like kind of boxed in and you're not going to necessarily get the best deal.
Right. Man, I was with Polkadot too. That's right. I was with Polkadot. That's what I was gonna say. I was with Polkadot, man, and it dropped. It dropped all the way down.
But see, if
But
you're
in there,
getting
let's see.
8%, if you're getting
Yeah,
8% on your Polkadot, you don't care, just hold it for
right.
another
If you
year or
let it
two.
sit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're right, and you're right, and like I just learned that because I watched your TikTok when it said that, so
Yeah,
I had
and
no
it's a
clue.
lot less risk, and it doesn't require you to be an expert, right? You're kind of just hodling, and you're making,
Hmm.
and then like whatever you have is paying you rent, right? Like everyone,
Right.
if you check all the boxes and all your cryptos are paying you interest, like it's just a great way. It's like you're taking less risk because they're paying you interest, and even if one or two goes down, you don't necessarily have to sell because you're just going to collect more interest.
Required 25-month average for Polkadot.
Yeah. But see, this encourages you to save, and then like if you don't have that money there, just put in the U.S. dollar. Use the U.S. dollar to save up, and then you buy it when the prices go down.
So you just let it sit in the U.S. dollar and then take it out when it's time.
Yeah, buy the dips with the U.S. dollar. Yeah, buy the dips. Because think about it, with the U.S. dollar, you're getting 9%, and you're not really taking that much risk, and then you're just
Yeah,
waiting. And like worst comes to worst, you still got 9% on your dollar. Like, and you don't. Yeah. So.
that's crazy for real. You're right.
It's only $100 average. So it's like just, if you
Would
don't
that be
have the money,
tethered?
it's a stable coin. I don't think they use Tether. I think they have their own dollar. I don't know. I think it's the USDC. I don't know that part. I'm not 100% sure.
USDC. Okay, would it be this one right here? I get. It says
By the
USDC.
way, yeah, USDC. There you go. That's what it is. Hey, by the way, this is a great comment. El Chapo only made 18 to 23%. Let that sink in. Right? So
Let
that
that
means
sink
you can
in.
basically work less than El Chapo and you can get 9%, which is like half of it. And it's all legit. But El
That's good.
Chapo didn't pay taxes. You have to pay taxes.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
How did they give you 9%? It's a hustle. You're not going to get 9% forever. Eventually they'll cut it down. Blockify used to give you 6% and then they throttled me. That's why I had to open up Voyager. Because they said your first Bitcoin we give you 6%, and then after that it's only 3%, where it used to be we give you 6% on all your Bitcoin. And
And hold
so
on, you
it's
get
gonna
twenty
change.
five dollars. No, I'm sorry. Do you get $25 on Bitcoin for every time somebody uses your code, huh?
Yeah. So here, I'll show it to you. You can do this on your live streams too. Um, you can get one also with what's it called? Hold on, here we go. So you get one with Voyager, and you can get one with Blockify, and these two are
Yeah.
great. And the thing with Blockify, there's no minimum. So if you don't have enough money to do the Voyager and you want to buy a little bit of Bitcoin and a little bit of Ethereum, they'll give you interest. There's minimum on BlockFi. So these two I highly recommend everyone doing. And then remember I told you about the loan. You can for
Yeah.
now you can only do the loan on BlockFi. So
On BlockFi, I'm gonna go download that.
yeah, and then remember you have to manually type in these codes. They hustle. A lot of my people will sign up, but you have to
Yeah.
manually put in this code or you don't get the $25. And the same with BlockFi.
So you have to
Yeah.
manually put in. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's easy to download it because you just put it in Voyager on the app on your phone, and then boom. And I'm
So
still
when you
trying
say
to get one
manual,
of my
that means they have to
followers.
actually
That is
go in there,
true.
no copy and paste.
No, yeah. Just go on Voyager. You don't have to copy and paste it. Go on Voyager, and just when
Yeah.
you're signing up, it asks for a code, and the code is CIN849.
Right. Okay.
And then you can do live streams and just let people know. And like I once got four signups on one live stream,
I
made
saw
$100
that.
a
I
Bitcoin.
seen that. I seen you talking about
Yeah.
that. I was like, man, that's love right
Oh, and
there.
then you can buy the stock. You need a Charles Schwab. I got a Charles Schwab. I bought like 1,000 shares of Voyager Digital. So let's do this, baby.
Yeah.
And I have
That's
Coinbase too.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, because
Hey, do
like
you use?
if you're gonna pump your bank, like let's say you own Bank of America, well you might as well
Yeah.
buy their stock, right? But I don't like any of the banks. The banks are all ripoff. So
Yeah.
I'm bullish on Coinbase, even though Coinbase kind of rips you off with their fees. And I also like Voyager Digital, the stock.
Do you use Trust Wallet?
No, not yet. That thing though, just be careful. Do research on. I've heard good and bad things on Trust Wallet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. I have a friend that uses it and he
Yeah.
likes it a
Just
lot.
make sure it's based in America. If it's based in America and there's like an American address and American phone number, it's safe.
Right.
Once it's outside of America, aka Safe Moon, there's no one to sue. But I think what's his name will get sued. You know, Jake Paul, right? He's pumping Safe
Right.
Moon. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
You could possibly get sued. So, because there's a guy named Trevon James who was a YouTuber. He pumped BitConnect. Have you ever heard of BitConnect?
No.
Everyone here, if you want to get entertained, go on YouTube, put in BitConnect, and then Trayvon James. He ended up getting sued. He like made a bunch of money because he pumped it, and because he's an American with assets, they sued him. And I feel like whoever pumps SafeMoon, if you're in America, be afraid because you can get sued like Trayvon James.
Didn't SafeMoon you had to buy like XR or XL, was it XLM or XRP?
BNB
You had to buy
coin.
that?
You have to buy BNB coin. It's centralized in China. There's a reason. Why would they? Because like they could be using Ethereum, they could be using other coins, but specifically they chose BNB.
That's crazy.
And that's one reason why BNB is doing so well too, the Binance Smart Chain.
Because they're buying that to get to the other one.
I think it's because Binance is everywhere, so they can raise money everywhere. And also, I don't think Binance really cares because they're not really regulated.
Right.
Anything that touches America, any coin that you can buy on Coinbase or it's basically allowed in America, there's a lot more regulation. And so you're taking less risk. If it's based in America, you're going to just overall take a lot less risk.
Right. What do you use for what app do you use for stocks? Just stocks.
Does anyone know how to sell XRP? Don't sell it. You hold XRP. They're going to allow you to sell it in America, and it's going to be like 3 times the price. I bought it once, and it won't let me sell it, but it keeps going up. Yes, because they're going to let you sell it, and you're going to make a profit. So do not sell your XRP. Just sit on it a little bit longer. Thank me later. Go ahead.
So
she's like, wait,
XRP,
really? Yeah.
Are XRP? I heard something about XRP and Ripple going 2 separate ways.
No. It's the same thing. XRP is a symbol for Ripple.
No. I know.
BTC
But I heard
Bitcoin.
something. I heard something about it being like separated somehow.
Maybe because it's a loophole to get around the lawsuit because they're getting sued because they're supposedly like a security or they did something illegal. So don't worry, they're going to figure it out. If you really want to sell your XRP, go to KuCoin. You can go to KuCoin, you can sell it for Bitcoin or Litecoin, and then you can do whatever you want.
Who do you get XRP through? Because Voyager won't let me get it.
KuCoin.
CU
coin.
I have KuCoin and it didn't accept my for some I don't know why, but it didn't accept me in.
No, I transferred it. Voyager charges you 10 XRP to move in and out. Never ever put XRP in Voyager, or they're going to charge you a lot of fees. Don't do it.
That's crazy. I'm surprised they don't cover it.
I don't know what it is, but the cool thing is eventually they're going to win, and you're hopefully going to be able to sell. And then if you're able to sell, you don't pay any fees.
Oh, okay.
Or you just trade it. They'll allow you to trade it hopefully into Bitcoin.
It's going to go up more though. They settled the first time and it went up. They're going to settle again.
Yeah, I don't know. So, dude, this is like, this is where there's no expert, okay? Anyone who acts like they know any of this stuff, they're just like lying to you. They might as well have like a crystal ball, right? So, like, I'm going to be 100% honest. A lot of the things I'm saying, like, there's no crystal ball. No one could predict coronavirus. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen. But the main thing is that the less risk you take and you buy high quality assets, and you do it over 10 or 20 years, there's a lot more of a probability of you becoming a millionaire. I feel like everyone here can be a millionaire, but instead of taking a lot of risk and trying to make the money really fast, you find how you take the least amount of risk, you borrow and you buy really good stuff that like will hopefully go up in value. And anyone here can become a millionaire and you take a lot less risk.
What do you feel about big risk, big reward?
I love this saying. I smoked a gram and now I'm a crypto expert. I agree. So, what were you saying? What was your previous question? Did you ask another question?
No, I didn't ask the question. I said, how do you feel about big reward or big risk, big reward?
I don't have to take a lot of risk because for me, I have learned that you take risks in your 20s, right? I feel like in your 20s, you should take risks because it's a good way to learn. And then in your 30s, you start taking less risk. And then in your 40s, you start taking less risk, right? And so there's like a natural progression of taking less risk. And I don't think there's anything wrong if you're 18 to 28 to take a lot of risk, because just think of it as college. I mean, college, you give out 100 grand and sometimes you don't learn anything. And it's not a tax deduction. You don't get a tax deduction.
Right.
Have you heard of BitTorrent? There's all these small coins people will come on the live stream and ask me. And what I tell everyone, if it's worth the market cap, if it's less than $2 billion, it's a lot easier to scam. So if you want what my advice is, if you want less risk, look for coins that have more than 2 billion market cap, and you can't really pump and dump them because that's the biggest
Okay.
risk you do on small coins.
So more than 2 million.
Billion with a B,
Billion,
B,
billion, billion.
market cap, market cap.
Right. What do you? Hey, what did you? I heard something about this guy that made a. It was like a, I guess like a scam coin or something.
BitConnect. Everyone here, if you're new to crypto, go on YouTube. BIT,
Is that who you were
BIT like
talking about?
Bitcoin. Yeah, BitConnect.
Okay,
Everyone
okay.
go. Just so you know, I have a YouTube. You can go, and on my YouTube, I talk shit. I talk smack about it. I'm like a scam. I'm like, this is a scam. It's not gonna work. And all these people go on my comments and like, what are you talking about? I made so much money. I made so much money. Blah 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 blah. You're just a hater. You're just jealous. And then all of a sudden, like, silence. And yeah, basically anyone that had money in BitConnect, they
Yeah,
lost their money. So, but I'm
that's
sure
crazy.
people that got out, I'm sure there's people that were smart and they got out right before the whole pyramid collapsed. And like,
Right,
good for you, good, you know. But for me,
right,
like, I want to be the anti Robin Hood. I don't want to make money on like pyramid scams and like taking money from people that probably have less money than me. I want to
yeah,
make money against the big corporations. I want to make money against people that like want to fight against climate change. You know, like
right,
that's why I don't really invest in oil and gas because I want the opposite to win, right?
right,
So
right. Yeah, a lot of people do get upset like when you try to call out certain like they're saying like, yeah, well, this coin ain't gonna work or that coin ain't gonna work. It'll work for a time being, but if you don't get out in time, then yeah, you could be scammed or like you said, it's a pyramid scheme, whatever it might be.
at least you're learning. If you're 18 to like 28, you're supposed to take these risks and you're supposed to learn. And once again, do you want to give it to some guru on TikTok or do you want to go ahead and YOLO? And sometimes you get lucky. Like the person I told to invest 10 grand, I was like, take half, put in stocks, half in Bitcoin or whatever. She didn't even listen to me. She didn't buy any Bitcoin. She instead put like 10 grand in Cardano and it turned into like 18 grand, you know?
Yeah,
So she didn't even listen to me. That works. So that's why, like, you know what? Like, do what you think is right, and you can take these risks when you're young. But eventually, as you get older, you'll figure it out, and you'll be like, okay, I need to take less risk. I need to diversify. Blah 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 blah. But just learn
right.
on your own, man. You don't need to pay money to teach you.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. Absolutely. Shelly, go follow, go follow. Y'all go follow him if y'all trying to learn more information. Y'all go follow
Yeah.
about
And if
crypto
you
and
got
stuff.
1,000 followers on TikTok, hit me up. I love doing these double live streams. You know what I mean? And whenever you got
Yes.
questions, hit me up, you know. Hopefully like we're friends, you know, so hopefully the next, 4 years. I want to be
Yeah,
your homie, right? I'm your homie. So yeah, for the next four
absolutely.
years, just hit me up whenever. I'll give you my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong and you can be like, what a tool. It'll
maybe
be on
maybe you're
YouTube.
right. Maybe you're right and
Maybe
we'll
I'm
all be
right,
rich.
you know. Maybe you do better than me, you know, like this girl that invested the 10 grand in Cardano, she's done better than me in investing this year. Like her return so far is like 80%. I think like right now I'm like at 40 or 30%. So I'm like,
Right.
look, you did almost triple my performance because you YOLO'd and did all crypto and didn't really get
Right.
into any stuff. But
So how do you feel
you
about
know,
the dips? Like how do you know more or less like okay, this is when like I guess like right now everything is being
yourself a
pumped so
year. The best advice I can give you is just give yourself a year. You'll see dips come. You'll see all the FOMO. You'll see all the people. So everyone here, it's like people can give you advice, but just put in $100, $1,000 of your own money, and you'll start to figure it out.
yeah. I'm definitely figuring out some of it. I mean, I'm figuring it out for the most part, but like I said there's always more to learn.
Yeah. Yep. And maybe there's other guys that will do this. Hopefully, these other like TikTok people that are gurus, hopefully they'll actually do live streams like this and like be more
Right.
open and more transparent. And if they're trying to sell you a class, go find someone else that's more open and more transparent.
Right. Yeah, I commend you for that, dude. Like not a lot of people want to do it like that.
Yeah. Well, you can't sue me if I don't sell you anything, right?
Absolutely.
Don't sue me. I'm just doing
For
what I'm
real.
doing, and you can copy off me, or you can do what Meet Kevin. I still think Meet Kevin is like one of the best like investors for our age. And there's another girl named Kathy Wood. She actually runs like a hedge fund. It's called ARKK. And you can
Uh-huh.
go on YouTube and learn about Kathy as well. And like those two people, they talk a lot on the internet. They have a lot of like open source like discussions. And
Right.
so just think about that. That's like LeBron and Kevin Durant posting like their workouts, right? So you can
Kathy
literally go
Wood.
and like, yeah, Kathy Wood. Yep.
Got that. I'll definitely check that out. I should definitely
Yeah.
do that. What you're doing right there on your background.
Yeah. Let people know. Get your referral
Yeah.
code and just let people know because like, when I get $100 of free Bitcoin, that means there's another four people that all got $25 of free Bitcoin. And
Yeah.
I'm buying the stock because Coinbase charges you a lot of fees, and I don't think that's cool. So by pumping both Coinbase and Voyager, just in case if Voyager goes down, I hedged my bet. I got some Coinbase as well. But I think people that invest in crypto in the next 5, 10 years will do really, really well. But don't be one dimensional. Definitely have some stocks, and if you can afford it, eventually get some real estate.
Yeah, real estate's definitely good. That I have a buddy. That's what he does. And I don't know if you're familiar with Texas.
Yeah, of course. I've invested in
Okay.
Dallas. I used to buy and sell properties in Carrollton. You know where Carrollton
He
is?
he's
North
he's over
Dallas.
there in Austin. No, he's outside of Austin. It's called
Hey,
Marble
that's a great
Falls.
market.
He's it's outside of Marble Falls. It's on the Colorado River. He has a lot of real estate there. And man, it
Nice.
is booming. It is booming there, dude.
Good for him.
Yeah. I'm
But
definitely trying to
yeah,
learn off
maybe
him too.
yeah, hit me up, dude. I'm hoping in the next 2, 3 years after you kill it in your stocks and your crypto, you're like, I'm trying to buy some property. Hit me up. I'll look at deals. Oh, I forgot to tell people.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually have a real estate LLC, and so we invest in real estate deals. So it'd be really, really cool if someone random on TikTok brings me a good real estate deal, and my LLC that got the $1 million loan from the Chinese bank will invest in you. So technically, the Chinese bank is investing in you too,
Hey,
because they give
I
us
know, right?
$1 million.
We are investing together.
Yep,
That
yep,
is
yep.
awesome. You got to make that a slogan. You got to make that your slogan or something, bro.
Well, my slogan is YOLO Bitcoin, never sell. But I want to be
Yeah.
honest. You can YOLO Amazon, Apple, Tesla. There's a lot of good assets. And be honest, if you go over $10,000, you should be diversified. Under 10,000, you can do a YOLO trade, especially if you're under, 28. But as you get older, dude, just diversify. There's less risk, and I don't know. Hit the singles, man. Hitting singles and never striking out.
I hear that. Hey, I hear that. So when you take a
Yeah.
loan out, you can just tell them like, what do you go to a bank, you get a loan out like for that specific thing?
It just
Or how do you?
depends. So the best is stock loans. I'm telling you right now, everyone here, it's the coolest feeling in the world when you have an interactive brokers and you have more than 100 grand, and literally they will give you like $50,000 cash the next day under 1%, no fees. So literally the best money you can borrow right now, lowest, because like where else can you borrow under 1% interest? You can't do it. It's interactive brokers, and you have to have 100 grand in stock. So if I really was going to pick right now, if I had 100 grand, would I put in real estate, stocks, or crypto? I would open up an interactive brokers so I can borrow under 1%. And then remember, you can take on that 100 grand, a $50,000 loan. You can go buy Bitcoin. You can go buy, you can invest it in crypto. You can buy real estate. You can use it as a down payment to
Right.
buy another property, and it's 1% interactive brokers. And if you're international, the interactive brokers does business internationally too.
Right. That's dope, dude.
And no one ever talks about it. They talk about Robinhood. No one ever mentions interactive brokers. But most high
Yeah.
level traders know it. You know someone's legit. This is how you know they're legit in Fight Club. They know interactive brokers.
Yeah. Right. For real, huh? Let's see. Checking something. I'm sorry. What was I gonna say? I hope there's more people that do this stuff. I hope you find. Have you been talking to any other crypto guys or any investing other investors, like big
Yeah, so
investors?
I do a lot of these live streams. A lot of my live streams, I just try to reach out to other TikTok influencers and just
Right.
try to be like, oh, I'm your like buddy that will talk about like stocks, real estate, crypto. So if you ever want to like talk about it, have questions, whatever. Um,
Right.
you know, my goal was like everyone that comes in the live stream, you get motivated that like I want to help the people that have never been like there's no millionaires in your family. Like I really
Mhm.
do want to help you become the first millionaire in your family, and I feel like anyone can do it. You just have to have the right mindset, and like make it like a 30-year or a 40-year goal, and anyone can do it. You just, you just reduce your cost of living, right? Be a minimalist,
Right.
and just learn how to invest, and just follow smart people, and you can learn.
Absolutely. You got to surround yourself with people like that.
Yeah. So that's my goal. Hopefully every time I do a live stream, someone gets influenced, and like there's one person that in 20, 30 years will become the first millionaire in their family because they did the right things. Oh yeah, and invest in climate change. I unfortunately believe in climate change. So
Mhm.
if you're gonna YOLO an investment, why not make it where the earth is clean? Because like I don't want to be rich and then have like an earth that's like dirty. Like I like to surf. I live in
A whole earth
California.
that falls off.
Yeah, I don't want to have $1 billion, but then I can't go surf. It's like what? Like I got $1 billion, but I can't surf. So
Yeah, for real. I feel that. I feel that
yeah.
completely, dude.
But should we go ahead and end this? This is really good. I want to put it on YouTube. If it goes too long, people on YouTube get bored.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool, dude. Go ahead. We'll
So yeah,
join
just hit
back
me up.
on you.
Okay, well, go
We
ahead.
can do a live again. What'd you say? Hit you up what?
Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's end this. I'm gonna throw this up on YouTube, and I'm gonna take a little break, and then yeah, if you want to hit me up later, we'll do another live stream.
Hey, I'm down, man. Maybe tonight or something. I'm gonna hit you up for sure.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, later.
I feel like the Chinese dictator is calling me. Chinese dictator. Okay, guys. Bye. Love you all. YOLO never sell. Bitcoin.